What do you do when you run out of plasma pistol ammo against a Battlewagon Knight? You cry. Big manly tears. And you try and hide. Welcome, I am RC, and this is Spartan Ops on Legendary Solo without deaths. This is Episode 1, Chapter 4, Sacred on the Map Refuge. So, this is the loadout I've set up: the LightRifle, Auto-Sentry, Plasma Pistol, Frag Grenade, AA Efficiency, and Ammo. Chosen LightRifle because that's the only rifle that's actually spawns on this map, and since I'm doing it without deaths, which is actually way harder than it initially seems, because particularly on levels like this, you don't get a lot of weapons that are really useful against the enemies, so you have to use what you brought in with you to maximum ability. So that's why I've gone with the ammo and the plasma pistol, and that's going to help me a little bit against the knights. But I do eventually run out, and then that's where things get a little bit tricky.
I think you have the place to yourselves.
So there are 3 caches of LightRifle. There's one over to the left here, and there are 2, I believe, over to the right. If I'm thinking this right, yeah, I think that's just suppressor and bolt shot in that one. You go to the back, and then you have some crawlers in here, and then you hit some buttons, and then things spawn on your face and try and maul you to death, and then you go back into the main atrium. Then you kill some things, you try and exit, but then it magically closes. And by the way, if you're playing in co-op and you've got somebody in that exit hallway, exit/entrance hallway, and you make the trigger where it's supposed to close, they actually spawn a death barrier, and it'll actually just kill you, even if you're just hanging out back there. So that's a bit of trivia for you. I like to come up here, got my Auto-Sentry, give me a bit of extra firepower, help me out to distracting some of the enemies. Can actually get in behind the spawns of some of these guys. Once that door closes in the atrium, you'll then make your way over to the right side. It is as you're coming in, it's on the left side as you're going out. There's a little area there, and there'll be a guy with a Scattershot, he'll be your main enemy, and also other enemies all over the place. You'll hit a button, because buttons are awesome, everybody knows that, and then you'll actually be able to exit after killing even more guys. So here's the start of plasma pistol usage. Combo is by far the most effective way to take out knights. Well, apart from assassination, if you can actually manage to be able to do that. Very tricky. I mean, you can't actually activate things like catch, like you would help you out on laser actually quite a lot, because they get trapped with throwing their grenades. Those skulls just don't exist in Spartan Ops, unfortunately. So you gotta use what's available to you. That's where the plasma pistol comes in handy. The ammo perk that I've used, what is it called? A tactical package, something like that. Support upgrade. I think it's a support upgrade. Yeah, that gives you more ammo. For certain weapons it gives you double ammo. Other weapons it just gives you 1.5 times ammo. For plasma pistol it gives you 1.5 times ammo. So you have 150% charge, which makes a lot of sense, but don't worry about it, it's useful, and turn it on. So with the charge taking up about 20%, that gives you a maximum of about 7. And you'll be lucky if you get 7, really, because as you're charging it up it drains quite quickly. So I'm just taking it slow, trying to find where that knight is. Obviously I'm on my own, and the main point of this series is to do it without deaths, which I think is a lot more interesting than just sort of blasting through it with 4 people and not really caring. There's actually some actual tactical depth to it. This mission I think is the hardest one to no death in episode 1, mostly because of the scarcity of ammo. As soon as you allow deaths, it becomes very easy, because you can just spawn again with the plasma pistol, and then knights are simple again. So it actually becomes, a legitimate challenge when you're actually trying to not die and you've only got that one plasma pistol, and then you've got to pick up anything and everything and try and use it. You can actually get in behind the spawns of many of these knights, including this one, this guy with the Battlewagon. Incineration Cannon, that's what it's called. And actually assassinate him just as he's spawning. Sometimes a little tricky to try and pull off on your own. Sometimes because there's a couple of crawlers there, it'll also ruin your day. And I've actually missed a couple of shots there because he's teleporting all over the place. I'm distracted, so it's a very sad day for RC. So this is the part where I got really frustrated. Oh dear. Not good. Bad day. That was extremely close to my face. Just gonna have to muddle through it basically. Pick up something like a suppressor, try and take down his shields. Whoops. That was too close. Or, you know, if you can, just use the light rifle. But again, there isn't infinite light rifle ammo. It's also something you also do have to conserve. Light rifle eventually works. Isn't that effective? Nice if you had some more weapons available on map, really. One of those missions where they don't actually provide pretty much any support from the Infinity. Now, definitely pick up his Incineration Cannons, because that's 4 free kills on the Knights if you use it right. Again, if you miss, and it's just easier to do than you might think, then the thing goes to hell again. So here I am, trying to go to the left side here. It's just a sort of little loop. You can enter on the top, and then that goes down 1 level, with a ramp at the back, and exits 2 ways on the level below it, something like that. Trying to preserve my Incineration Cannon for the later Knights, and I'm fairly comfortable with taking out these ones with just sort of the scatter shots and the suppressors and stuff. There's a whole bunch of ones towards the end which are not very nice, and they're all pretty cramped. Just taking them one-on-one is alright, so I'm okay by that. So here's one of the other ammo dumps. There we go. Sorry, I believe I told you a lie. I think it was actually, yeah, 2 on the left here, this side that I'm looking at, and 1 on that side, which obviously I just used. Get confused, there's no big landmarks here, unfortunately. Sacred's actually one of, I think, 2 maps, or yeah, 2 maps that I think they designed exclusively for Spartan ups, not in the campaign, not a multiplayer map. Sort of the big atrium with a few little rooms and corridors off to the side. The atrium aspect of it with the open roof is used to great effect in one of the later missions. I believe that's in episode 5. It's a Covenant cruiser overview. And another Spartan team gets to go to the fun part, which, you know, sounds like the more fun part of actually attacking it. And this door to the left is closed at the moment, but will open it momentarily. And I could have gone through it, but I've followed these crawlers out, trying to get some sort of shot on them. There they are. So now, in amongst the crawlers that are spawning over to the left, near the exit hallway, one of them has a binary rifle in his face, so be careful about that. You can't tell very well from a distance which one it is. These ones just have the suppressors. Thinking it's probably that one. I think it was. Or it might have been that one. I see, I'm having a really hard time trying to tell them apart. Doesn't matter, they all die the same way. Just, you know, treat them as all dangerous until you know which one is which. And then, you know, even worse things happen, like more watchers come out of these Knights, which is not something I wanted to happen. Actually, I'm confused about what the Knights are called too. I think there's a Commander and there's a Battlewagon Knight, but I don't even know which one is which. I think I had it confused. I think I had it backwards. I think these are The ones with the spikes are Battlewagons, and the ones with the glowy stripes are Commanders, because they have the most powerful ones, the most powerful weapons. See, they're not as simple as, you know, minor, major, zealot, you know, with the Covenant. Oh no, I hate the Watchers. Die, die, die. So I've still got 2 of these incineration blasts. So there are 2 more knights in the exit hallway. Don't know why Palmer's telling me to make it safe for the scientists when these enemies can just like teleport in from seemingly anywhere. Don't understand how I can make it safe. And obviously that prediction pans out pretty well in the later missions, because you'll be back here trying to defend scientists from attackers of various sorts, including more Prometheans. Good job, Palmer and Infinity. Some of these are binary rifle ones as well. A couple of them, crawlers that are hanging out with these knights in this exit hallway. Careful of them again. Take them from really long range, peek around corners, you know, standard stuff. Standard like FPS stuff basically. So they've got themselves a little bit stuck in behind these little bits of wall to the side of the corridor here. Making it a little bit awkward for me. Trying to goad him out. My grenade was a little bit low, so it didn't cause him any damage, so I don't think it's made him move at all. It's a little bit low, don't want to risk a shot there and waste my incineration cannon. There we go. It's a bit more like it. Just me and him now. You don't have to actually kill all of the enemies. The triggers throughout the whole of this are based on enemy deaths, so you can actually go through it really quickly. You can do it in under 4 minutes if you know exactly what you're doing. Even on Legendary with 4 people, under 4 minutes you can actually do it. This ended up taking me quite a lot longer than that because I'm only one guy and I'm, you know, trying to not die and stuff. It's actually pretty challenging. And if you get through all the killing really quickly, it can progress really quickly and you don't have to stick around. But again, that's only if you want to do that for fun. Optimal XP payout in matchmaking is, of course, take 9 minutes and then end it easily. That was my time, 12:02. Not too bad, no deaths as you see. Hope you enjoyed it. There'll be links to the previous episode and the next episode there, as well as links to the playlist. I'm RC. You've been watching Master RC. My main channel is RCVGS. I will see you all next time.